Yeah, I hear you. You're saying you can't do a timing chain without putting it into service position. You can't even get to these front bolts to take that magnetic adjuster out. You silly. Well, well, pardon me. I wonder if I can. Nope, that's not gonna be a. That's gonna have to take a little bit of help with. Got a few different tools to take the oil filter off, but these vice grips do a pretty nice job too. And if you're pretty careful with it, you won't dent the oil filter. Let's pull this out and put it to the side. It's a Bosch filter, and someone put the miles on the label. That's very responsible. Look at how much more room we have to work, but you see this big potential hazard for dirt? You can see how much lint and crap is on that red shop rag. I like to keep these microfiber cloths. There might have been dust on this one, but I like to keep these microfiber cloths handy. Now we need to get this bolt out and these 3 bolts out. And you know what? That extension might be definitely too long. Gotta be careful about putting stuff right here. Some of these cars don't have that little nub still there, so it'll drop, but that's another one of my bad habits, is putting stuff on the car right there. Now, not gonna fit. I was under there earlier and I unplugged my oil pressure sensor. Put this all the way over here. Now we need to take these out by hand. And I mean, that top one, can't even get the top one. Gotta be careful with that so you don't break these tabs. See, I didn't break them. Now, what we can do, see the length on this one. Boy, if that isn't just about perfect. Except not right there. Wow, that was tight. See, the people that put this thing back together, everything goes back together max torque. This top one, you can usually just take a T27 or even the correct size, a T30, and just screw it out. And for those bottom 2, you just have to use a ratchet, and it just takes a minute. Can't use the power tool. Sorry. VIM, you listening? Make another set of these stubby Torx, but make them fat and grippy so that you can do this to them. Thumb wheel them. But you can still put a bit in the end of them. These will be your slimline version, your standard version, and then you have the thumb wheel version. Because you see German cars like this. I wish I had finger extensions as well. I'm gonna drop that if I try to do this. But that bottom one is out far enough to where I can just get it with my fingies. And now we simply take ourselves a flat blade and gently work off our magnetic adjuster. Careful so it doesn't fall. They changed this design to a plastic one. This is very brittle and it can snap. Now, this is the part where things get going, because sometimes this can get stuck. Let's pop this hose out of that retainer. I can't just pull it right out, so I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of movement. Move it side to side here. All right, now, there we go. Pulled right out, nice. So, we'll just tuck that in there for now. Now let's see if we can get these 10 millimeters out. A little bit short there. I could do T30 as well, but you see I got this medium 10, and let's see what happens. Wow. Not too short, not too long. Just right. What about that last one though? What about that last one? You gonna get that last one? How about that last one? Huh? That's the old style chain for sure. Now, if this upper timing cover comes off, it's gonna have to get new gaskets, unless it's already been replaced recently, but I still advise replacing them every time this thing comes off. They're not that expensive. At very least, you have to replace the one on the outside. This one isn't as important, but why not just replace both? As you can see, it might have been, as soon as I popped this out, it was drooling right here, but you might get just seepage if you don't address this kind of stuff, if not full-blown leak. And these are prone to leak. What they'll do is they'll leak up in here and make it look like the cam tray is leaking. So I'm going further and I'm replacing this chain inside the car, but I'm making this video for quick reference. If you were to replace this cam bridge, then that's a reverse bolt, and you take these out and you get all this from the top here.